they were having a conversation with a ghost through this machine, and
Yeah.
answer, question and answers, and whenever they asked a question, it would light up, and
Oh, cool.
and there was like a bad spirit in the basement that the spirit up in the on the second floor did not want to go with them to check out.
Oh, oh no.
it was it was definitely an interesting thing to watch, considering that
Yeah.
it's a little. I was a little skeptical at that point, but it was you know it made me believe.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, I could talk for hours about this sort of thing because this is what I feel passionate about. Like, my roommate, he's really skeptical, whereas I'm super, like, into this stuff. Like, a part of me is maybe skeptical, but I like to not be because I'm more of, like, I like to believe these things because it brings me joy.
Right.
And, like, I dabbled in the whole ghost hunting thing. Like, I have this really weird auntie. Like, me and her have fallen out now, but she used to take me ghost hunting. Like, she had a black box. Her house is very, very creepy. Like, it feels like it has this weird energy. She did do a Ouija board in her house a few times, so it kind of makes sense. You can kind of connect the dots there. But like, she has night vision cameras like all the time. She gets this weird like stuff on it and whatever. But like, I have a Ouija board. I've always been afraid to use it because I'm scared that I wouldn't know how, and like I'd somehow summon a demon or something. Freaks me out. But like, at the time that my aunt, like, I was going to do a Ouija board with my auntie, but she told me I was too young and that my mental health is too bad and they feed off that negative energy, so I never did it. And then at the time, she did actually take me ghost hunting, and like, obviously some people are skeptical and whatever. That's fine. Like, I think that I'm sort of naive to where like I believe in it maybe too much, or maybe just the right amount to where I'm susceptible. But like, I've been to a psychic fair. Like, I've had my tarot card reading. I've had a medium. Like, I love that so much. I went into a graveyard and we did the black box. And like, I swear, clear as day, I felt myself get moved by some energy. Like, I felt myself actually get flung forward. Like, I know that people are like, nah, spirits can't push you. But like, I believe some energy did. And it happened to be towards my nan's grave. And I had a black box. And I swear I heard some kind of interference on it. I don't know what it said because we never had a chance to analyze the footage. And I don't know where it's gone because my auntie has it. But I swear, clear as day, I heard a whisper and I got pushed by something. And it was only me and my auntie in that graveyard at that time. And I was actively trying to communicate with my nan. So I find that a little too coincidental for it to have no merit. And like, when I got back in that car, it was like I had the overwhelming sorrow of like 1,000 people. Like, I had this heart crushing sorrow, like this extreme emotion. I burst into tears and I didn't know why. And I just felt like I was consumed by this energy. And it was the weirdest feeling I've ever had. So for me, I'm not a skeptic. I really do feel like that was a spiritual experience. And I will swear by that, like, forever. So yeah, that's just one thing. I also, like, when I was younger, obviously kids are more susceptible to like seeing spirits and stuff, which makes sense. I swear I saw like a Victorian girl when I was younger, but I don't tell this story a lot because people think I'm a bit of a, like, I'm mental basically. So yeah, like, my roommate thinks I'm mental. Every time I tell him something, he's like, no. but yeah, that's the thing. I don't talk about this a lot because I just go off on a tangent.
We can't just leave us with, oh, you just saw a Victorian girl and not go more into that.
Okay, all right. So so basically, when I was like, I must have been 6 or 7. So the house I lived in was an actual Victorian house built in 1881.
Wow.
And yeah, and it also had the classic shutter windows with the like crosses on it, like, you know, the 4 pane glass thing. It was quite cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically, we eventually converted my house. Like, we converted the loft, but before that, it was still very much the layout of the Victorian house. So it had the master bedroom, which was my mum's and dad's. There was a tiny room, which was mine. There was my brother's room, and then there was the downstairs. But then, like, there was one time I was playing, I think it was a PS2 at the time. I was playing that, and like I felt it keep like for some reason the Switch started turning on and off, and like my game console was just like all over the place. So I like looked to my like right, I think, and I swear I saw the figure of a girl, and like I remember I was so freaked out, and then like I kind of just ran out the room, and then like I came back and she was gone. And then there was like another time where I was running a bath, and I walked into the bathroom because I'd gone out for a second, and I swear she was like sitting in the bathtub, like she wasn't naked or anything, like she was still wearing her clothes, but I swear she was sitting in the bathtub. I vividly remember running down to my dad screaming. He came up, she was gone. Then there was another time my friend had a sleepover with me. We were both like hiding under the covers because we heard someone coming up the stairs, thinking it was my dad. We were like, oh, we're going to scare him. We like threw the cover off, shouted boo, and like we swear we saw the Victorian girl's silhouette like there on the like the landing. So we both screamed and like threw the cover back over our heads, and then she was gone. So yeah, that was my experience. And then there was another experience which my dad experienced. So apparently, I don't know if it's true, but before we moved into my house, apparently there was an old man who used to live there, and he died in our living room. And apparently he had a walking stick. I don't know whether it was true, but apparently when we moved in, the neighbours were saying they could hear it tapping at night. And then my dad said he woke up one night and there was an old man just standing over him, staring at him. And it's something that to this day that he still tells me he remembers crystal clearly what the man looked like. So yeah, that's my paranormal experiences.
And have you ever considered going back to your house, just to that old house, to check out the paranormal activity? Now that you have a little bit more knowledge and black boxes and so forth.
I wish I could, but it's to let now. Like it's on the market, but it's also when we converted the loft, we no longer had any more like paranormal sightings. Like yes, the house still felt very very eerie. It still felt cold at times. It didn't feel the atmosphere just didn't feel good. Like I was constantly looking over my shoulder. I was paranoid, but like the experiences stopped. But like that might have been because we changed the pathway of what the ghost was walking in its life, and like obviously then it felt like it didn't know where it was going, so it kind of just disappeared. But yeah, I would like to see if there is anything, but obviously I don't think I'd ever be allowed back there. So yeah.
I need to put you in contact with Josh Crazy. Like, legitimately. I think you would have some really interesting conversations about the paranormal.
I love it so much. Like I wish I could do ghost hunting again, but my auntie's just she's not a nice person, so I can't. But I will be going to the fairs a lot more because I love that so much when I went. Like I had I had the coolest tarot card reading ever. Like she was so accurate. Like my jaw literally dropped, and I was just so shocked. I'm like, she's got everything down to a T. Like she literally nailed it. It was the coolest thing ever. So yeah.